On this episode of Roy's Moto Ventures, my brother is installing a set of Pathfinder Cowl daytime running lights and sequential turn signals. They're down on the engine where the fog lights come out. So let's get right to the video and let him show you the installment.
I'm also back over in my garage today to go ahead and install another item on my Goldwing that's right underneath right along the side of the fog lights. They're called cowl lights. Basically, just make you a little bit more visible. They also put in your turn signals, and honestly, you know, with people just not paying attention these days, the more light and visibility and showing them that you're turning and whatnot. Hopefully they won't sideswipe you. Basically, the better. So let me go ahead and show you what I have. So these are the cowl lights from Pathfinder. They're supposed to be really bright. They're supposed to be just about as bright as the freaking fog lights. They also have daytime running lights and the set sequential so that they're gonna show that I'm turning. So we're gonna go ahead and put these on and run the lines up, and hopefully we can get everything going. Alright, so I wanted to show you what's inside the box for the Pathfinder Cowl lights. Here's the instructions, okay? At least they're actually in color, and the detail is actually pretty pretty good. I really like the fact that Pathfinder sends you color instructions. And of course, this is the template for the hole. You got to drill holes in their thing. So I really do like the fact that they do send color. And this is what you get. All right, you get a bag of this is so you can after you mount them. Here are the lights. Okay. And then of course, your harness. Okay, your harnesses. Really easy setup, hopefully. We'll see. I'll show you when I start working on it. So on the Pathfinders, what you're going to want to do on the cowl lights here is they give you this template. You're going to want to cut these out and make sure you cut them pretty right on the line. Because what that's going to happen is at that point, these points down here are going to go right to the edge on here. The first step would be to remove, well, that would be the first step, is cut these out. The next step would be to actually remove your cowl lights, which there's two bolts right there and they just pop off. You probably had them off already once before. Take them both off, right? Cut these out, line them up, and I'm going to use this like a little just to kind of go to punch the hole a little bit, and then I'll use a step drill to drill the holes out. Obviously it says right here it's a 6mm and 11mm hole. I'll show you when I get these cut out. Alright, as you see, I got them cut out, and what's going to happen is you want to have this thing lined up as best as you can right in the corner like that. And then you just tap a little hole right there, and then right there. And I'll show you when I have the holes tapped. Alright, as you can see, I have the two little dots pushed in on both sides here. And then I'm going to drill the holes. The back side ones are 6, and these ones are 11. Alright, so I have the holes drilled. Just like that. And then what you do is you just slide the cable through and put them in, And once you got them in, this one goes over the corded side, and then the black washer over to the other side. Tighten them down pretty good, but only do it by hand. Don't torque them down. You're only going through plastic. Okay? I'll show you when I have them all on there. Alright, so this is what they look like when they're on. You can see it back here. Okay, the yellow cord is the right side of the bike, and the blue cord is the left side. Just make sure that when you run these, the extensions, that the blue goes on the left, the yellow goes on the right. And when I say right, the right side of the bike. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pre-run these now. I'm going to take my seat off. I'm sure you guys already know how to take the seat off, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. Just going to take the seat off and pre-run these lines before I put the cowl lights back on. Alright, so what I'm going to be using is a real long zip tie, basically, to feed my line through. And what they suggest, instead of running it up through here, is to run it through the back of the engine here until you can see your line come through. Okay, and basically you just want to run it back in there. Okay, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to zip tie my thing to here so I don't feed it to the bar, so I don't go too far through. I'll show you when it's zip tied and I got it pulled through. Alright, so I did fish up all the lines. They do come out pretty good. If you use the plug and play system, you can just pretty much just hook in and you're all set to go. I'm using a Pathfinder isolation block and a bunch of Wagos in a box. So I stripped them down, and basically yellow goes to right, blue goes to left, and then black is ground and white is run. And then I just kind of zip tied things up, make it look a little better. I threw a little zip tie right here. And then obviously I put a little zip tie right up in here to keep it, just to kind of keep it up and tight, you know. And then I don't have the bolts back in yet, but that's what it's going to look like when it's done. I reckon I'm going to test everything out and make sure it works before I buckle everything up. Make sure I didn't pull the cord out and anything else too. So whenever you play with lights, always test all your lights afterwards. And this is what the cowl light looks like when it's all done. Looks pretty good. It's pretty bright with the cowl lights on. I know it's really hard to see because they're so friggin' bright. They just show up as a big boof. But that's what they look like when they're just on. When you turn the signal on, they're like that. Okay? Looks pretty good, I think.
Alright, that was my brother's installment video of the Pathfinder daytime running light and sequential turn signal cowl lights. They look pretty good. He did a great job. What do you think? You know, leave a comment below. More lights, like he said. Hopefully people could see you. But anyway, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell so you're notified of when new videos come out by either me or my brother. Like we do both Honda Goldwing stuff on this channel and Harley stuff. Hey, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time with whatever video I come out with. Stay safe out there and enjoy the ride.